Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yeah, I'd have picked him to, no doubt. Up he goes! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Thuram. And the keeper's got it again. Thuram. Seedorf. That's Cannavaro. Brazil leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Cannavaro getting this one clear. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that's well seen too. Thuram. Brazil are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Ronaldinho. Pullet. Tries to pass it through. And he welcomes it in. It's Ibrahimovic! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
The shot! That really would have raised the roof.
It's clear there was only ever one thing on his mind, Peter.
Oh, easy pickings there. That has not gone well. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's a shade optimistic. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. He's had a shot! It's in! Two to the good. And they are purring, absolutely purring. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Brazil are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And it's Ronaldinho. Distributed tidily. Pass is just off target. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Ronaldinho. And here's Ibrahimovic. Rummenigge. Knocks it into space. Messi in acres of space out wide. Toure kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's tried one!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Well, the first goal came from this. Neymar! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Roberto Carlos. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position.
Roberto Carlos.
He's done well to get that clear.
Neymar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Toure kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Ronaldinho goes steaming forward.
Driving through the middle.
5 minutes till the break. Roberto Carlos. Madrid have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
Corner number 2 then.
Brazil are looking to go forward now. And he's going to have his name taken. That's positional goals, the utilisation of space. Del Piero.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Maldini.
And it's Yaya Toure.
You
can run onto that. Ronaldinho. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And the first 45 minutes are up. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Brazil certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Brazil in control at half-time, 2-0. Here we go again. Roberto Carlos, back towards the middle.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Still no way through.
The defending here.
And Del Piero! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Yaya Toure.
It's Bellingham.
Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Rummenigge.
He's gone for goal! Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Now it's Ibrahim. Tries from a long way out. And that is a routine catch.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
And he's in on goal! Can he finish? And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
And yes, it's him again.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Leicester makes the interception.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
The ball's gone astray. Maldini cuts out the pass.
Out of play for a throw. Goes through!
a shot! He scores!
It is no contest. It is a landslide.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
14 minutos do segundo tempo pelo jogador, camisa 24. Substituição no time do Brasil.
Brazil can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Brazil are having a ball here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in.
Just about within shooting range. Oh, terrific save.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
And the shot! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Caught offside that time. Yaya Toure. Now who's going to... goes for goal! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Nesta. Oh, terrible pass. He's found the way through. And he shoots!
Brazil have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rummenigge. And it's Ibrahimovic. Cruyff. Shot could be... shoots! And yes, it's there! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And a chance! He scored! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And the finish! Sticks it away! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
There's the crossfield ball. That is ended up in no man's land. He's shifting. He's having a shot. That's another chance. And it's in. And he is just ripping it up.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal. Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now it's Isco. He's picked his way through. Tries a shot! Goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Bellingham. And it's been played through. Ibrahimovic.
Foram indicados
Oh,
6
sweet
minutos
feet.
de acréscimo.
Bellingham receives it in a wide position. Rummenigge, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's managed to get free. Chance for a shot! No mistake! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your...
Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even...
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Senhoras e senhores, informamos sobre uma criança perdida. Atenção, pai de um menino de mochila verde.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Paris Saint-Germain, Brésil.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started. Paris Saint-Germain have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
And this is Del Piero. Del Piero was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Cleared without complication. And here's Azar. Pass somewhat off target. He's in space and looking for options. He's in a great position here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Aimed beyond the defence. Mbappe! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Hazard. Knocks it into space. It's played through for him. Van der Ven gets rid without sophistication. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Hazard. Olise. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Olise showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's a good spell of possession, this. That has not gone well. Looking to play him in. And now the breakaway. And this is Del Piero. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That is good alertness. Brazil are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Olise. Paris Saint-Germain trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Great chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that has been cleared. Now, who's going to be first to this? Jordan Henderson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Del Piero receives it in a... Goes for a shot! Goal! Brazil! Del Piero at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Brazil are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
That is Conte. Passing nice and neat. That's an excellent interception. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Neymar. Now who's going to be first to this? Jordan Henderson. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Thuram deals with that comfortably. 5 minutes till the break. And that has been clubbed away. For Jordan Henderson. Zico. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Messi.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Conte. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it's come loose. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Brazil head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 41. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 20.
That gets things going for the second half.
Brazil really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Hernandez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Olise. Lam plays a sharp little ball here. No, it's come to nothing. Olise, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
There will be a throw-in. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Backward it goes. Oh, good spread. Now it's Yamal. Oh, shooting chance! He scored! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that is expertly dealt with. And he's there to belt it away. Might be danger here. Can he finish?
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Not the most accurate pass. Conte. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose. He's having a go! Denied by an instinctive save.
Lamine Yamal clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's Azar. Tries to play it through. Conte. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, that's been intercepted. Great vision. Well timed, excellent interception. Can he get on the end of this? Now, can they get him away?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Jordan Henderson.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 10, le numéro 21, Hazard,
Cruyff.
le numéro 5. À leur place, le numéro 4.
Over
le
to the
numéro
left.
9, le
Cannavaro.
numéro 13. Changement.
Well read. And the danger is averted. And he opts to go forward. Yamal. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
This ended up in no man's land. Into the channel. Isco has it in a wide position. And he was alert to it. Bergkamp.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Looking for options for movement. Now he's off and running. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Great ball if he can get there.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Cannavaro. Played into space out wide. And that is as far as they're going to go. That's a sharp pass. Threads one in. Yamal. And can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Desperate defending required here. They get a throw in.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Turan. Can he get it through? 2 minutes to be added on. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! So nearly the total turnaround. They simply ran out of time. It has ended all square. Well, nothing to separate. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. It is sizzling beautifully here, and of course, as always, it is overlooked by the grand murals of the great man who lends this venue his name. We are always here in the presence of true magnificence. And as you can see, we've already started here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
And reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Gattuso. And this is Ibrahimovic. That has ended up in no man's land. And he's picked it up out wide. Cross goes in there. Oh, shooting chance! Seedorf attempts a clearance. He's tried one!
Milan would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Kaká. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Gattuso cuts out the pass. Well, Jim, there's very little room for debate when it comes to Andrea Pirlo's legacy in the game of football. He made that deep-lying creative position his own.
Although I believe it was something that happened almost by accident.
Pretty happy accident.
Yeah, it seems he started out as a number 10, but he didn't have the necessary pace or physicality, so he just dropped deeper. Now his game is all about stepping up at the right time, picking the most perfectly measured through balls, and he's nailed it.
Kaká going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Iniesta. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Seedorf. Brazil yet to have an attempt on goal. And this is Hullet. Hullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Del Piero! Goal! Brazil! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Brazil have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Del Piero. He's gone for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Brazil have their second corner now. Big header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Neymar is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
That has not gone well. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Oh, such a clever touch. Gattuso. was good alertness. Tries to play it through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. This might spell danger. Little pass back. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Messi. Big chance! Chance, surely! He scores! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Brazil are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Great vision. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Shifted it to the flank. Kaká receives it in a wide position. Can he get it through? And that'll be the final action of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Brazil certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Brazil go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
Substitution for Milan, number 21, Seedorf. Coming on the field
And
is
we're underway again.
number 11, Nedved.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, that's well spotted. Nesta. Baresi. Van der Sar. And it's Hullet. Aimed beyond the defence. Lovely bit of skill. He is through here. And that's aimed into the middle. And out it comes again. Neymar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And here's Ibrahimovic. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. Pirlo. Baresi. Nedved. Kaká. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
He's being urged to shoot. Strokes it back. Pirlo! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Brazil, with this handy-looking 2-0 lead, they are looking comfortable. It's a pretty loose pass.
The attendance for this match was
Gattuso.
52,044.
Almost an hour gone. And it's Pirlo. That has been slung wide. And it's Maldini. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Messi. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Played back. And this is Ibrahim. He's having a shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Substitution
So, time for changes on both sides,
10,
actually.
Gullit. Coming on to replace him is number 18, Baggio. Substitutions taking place.
Spread it left. Kaká. Nice control. Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's taking no chances there. Pass somewhat off target. Maldini. Pirlo. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Played out towards the right wing. Played in deep. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a threatening ball. Shot a goal! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Brazil find a position of real strength now. Lovely feet. He's found a way through. He's got tall. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he's managed to get rid. Gattuso.
Oh, great feat, that.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Puskás. Shapes to shoot! And how did he not make it four?
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Brazil have their third corner. Definitely not one of his best. And it's Pedri. Maldini. That's Thuram. Lam. And it's Messi. It's Cruyff. He's played it back. Cannavaro.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And here's Cruyff. And this is Puskas. Knocks it out wide. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here.
And Peter, you can't watch a match like this and not mention such a busy little...
It's Cinco! They've got to be quick to recover this. Big chance!
Brazil would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
And a chance! Iniesta. And Deco. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Yaya Toure. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Gullit. Iniesta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Deco will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tries to cross. Oh, what a climb! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Lahm. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That's a look and plays it forward. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lahm. So it is still 0-0. And it's Lahm. Gullit. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And no, that was never going to make it. Iniesta. Deco. Deco going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Gullit. Played out to the right. Leicester makes the interception. Deco. It's a pretty loose pass. Can he get on the end of this? Pass is just off target. Ah, looks a smashing ball. Yaya Toure. Looking for options for movement. Can he get it through? Thuram gets across to intercept that. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's an excellent interception. Nagatomo. And it's Deco. Gullit. Gullit powering forward here. Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And it's Lahm. Now it's Iniesta. Stood up well to him there. Bit too much weight on the pass. Taken back almost at once. That's a good ball out wide. And this is Del Piero. And it's Del Piero. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he whips it in, distributed tidily.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, super find. And this is Del Piero! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. That's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Pele, Nagatomo, here's Deco. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Ibrahimovic. And the first half is done. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
There's the header! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Lahm. Now it's Hullet. And it's Lahm looking for the run. Hullet in acres of space out wide. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Deco. And it's Deco. Well, that's well spotted. It's a really well-measured ball.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Lahm. Yaya Toure. Picked out brilliantly. Pele! Just a whisker away. Hullet looks to get on the end of this. And it's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Big header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. And it's Deco. Iniesta. Iniesta charging forward. And the shot! Cleared without hesitation. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, perfectly measured that. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Oh, there's a probing ball. Knocks it out wide. Lahm. Played in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Substituição em andamento.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
It's a mighty effort! It's a goal! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 19.
Brazil can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So we have the first goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Spread neatly. He's put a shade too much on that.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Vieira calmly anticipates. Ibrahimovic chasing after it. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Good read, needed to be. And another try! So close to drawing level.
Isco really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Nice, ended up in no man's land. Vieira. Barcelona finding their passes. Lahm. Lahm. Oh, that's delightful. Lahm delivers. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Chance, surely!
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Pull it. Time is running out here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Isco looking to run onto it. Thuram. Here's Nagatomo. And it's Nedved. 5 minutes left on the clock. Nagatomo. Nagatomo. Bullish header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Lahm. And it's Nedved. Bullet is wide and looking to get onto this. Now it's Puskas. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Nesta. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Some resolute defending there. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. Lahm.
Pretty robust defending.
Out for a throw. And that's aimed into the middle. And time is up. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything right but score, but at least I suppose they can reflect on a few positives from this one.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And a
Terrific header!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corinthians with the corner, they're first. Big header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, played through for the wide man. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Isco, Bernardo Silva, and they're quick to get it back. Thinks about the shot. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Can he get on the end of this? Crosses it in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. There's the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Messi gets it away. That's a delicate pass. And they've got a throw. Bernardo Silva delivers. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Aimed beyond the defence. Isco. That has been cut short. Couldn't squeeze it through. Iniesta looking to penetrate opposition lines. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, he's found support out wide. Bernardo Silva looks to get on the end of this. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that has been clubbed away. Bernardo Silva will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Neymar. Looking to play him in. Neymar's... He gets big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Nicely weighted ball. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for options for movement. Shot could be on. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Corinthians! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Corinthians are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Batistuta! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Neymar. Looking for the run. And this is Zico. It's Zico! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Seedorf. Bernardo Silva. Neatly clipped into space. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Lovely pass, but can he get there? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Messi. And he's worked it through. This looks promising. There's no flag. Big chance! And he gets rid in a hurry. And the ball is out of play. Del Piero. That's a shade optimistic. And they've got rid. And he's only too happy to take that back. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Brazil can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And it's Neymar. Corinthians trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack.
And the finish! And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Brazil grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He is through. Del Piero! No way through. I was going to be disappointed with that. Tries to pass it through. Del Piero. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rijkaard. Isco. Has a look and plays it forward. Foot in. Almost an hour gone. Well, there's the clearance. Seedorf. And it's Isco. And here's Batistuta. And he's taking no chances there. Now that looks a decent ball. Tries to play it through. Cross to the back post. Thuram attempts a clearance. Spread out to the left. Neymar. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Hangs one in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Camisa 11, camisa 22, camisa 92, Neymar.
That has not gone well.
Camisa 99.
Corinthians have got it back and they'll have another go. And it's Messi.
Camisa 21, camisa 23.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Camisa 9.
Rijkaard.
Substituição em andamento.
Can he get it through?
That's going in strongly.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's found a way through.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Knocks it out wide. And he was alert to it. So their fourth corner of the game. Cruyff tries to clear. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Seedorf. He's shifting through the gears here. And that's a simple one for the keeper. No, he's not getting his way this time. Threads one in, and this is Isco. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
He's picked his way through. Shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Villa is offering a wry smile there.
Schneider. And it's Seedorf.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
It's a promising position. And now they can clear their lines. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints.